fans. I don't know which hat to use. Well, let's just do this, shall we? Nah, that's not gonna work. But I mean, let's just get to the news. After all that traveling out to the West and everywhere to try to find a new coach, what do the Bills do? They find their new coach in our own backyard. Because guess what? Doug Marrone is now the new coach of the Buffalo Bills. Are you as surprised as me? I tell you what, this is a very uneasy hire. Because, I mean, Doug Marrone does have pro credentials. He was the offensive coordinator for the Saints when they went to the Super Bowl. And for the last 4 years, he took a moribund Syracuse team and he turned it back around. But, you know, apparently he became a hot commodity in the NFL. And what does Russ Brandon do in his first really big official act as the new president and CEO of the Bills? Instead of get Ken he goes and he gets Marrone. As I said, this is uneasy because I will say he's got head coaching experience at the NFL. And yeah, 13 consecutive years the Bills have not been in the playoffs. And I mean, Chan Gailey, boy did he stink up the joint with his Southern fried philosophies and everything. And of course, Buddy Nix is still the GM, although I should have a few months. But I mean, Whaley I think is the GM in waiting. Whaley I think could be the better GM. But I mean, this is a big thing for Doug Marrone, and this is a big thing for Syracuse too. But I will tell you, this surprised me, and I mean, let's hope Marrone doesn't mess it up. I'm looking for the Bills to be improved because Marrone is a disciplinarian. But I mean, discipline came a little, you know, out of it when they had those 1st and 10 and they had those penalties. But I mean, this is a surprise, Bills fans, and this is a surprise, Cuse fans. Because let's talk about the Cuse now. Apparently they're staying in-house with their new coach. As apparently the reports are they're promoting Scott Shafer to be the new coach for the Cuse. What the thing is, I kind of like this. I think it's the logical choice. Shafer is pretty much proven he could be a good assistant coach, good coordinator. Heck, Western Michigan thought he could replace Bill Cubit. Defense really improved this year, and this could be a big thing for the Cuse because Nate Hackett is staying on as offensive coordinator. Now is Shafer going to call his own defensive plays, or is somebody going to be promoted? And you know, the last time the Cuse promoted from within to replace a coach, when Dick McPherson 20-some years ago went to the New England Patriots, Paul Pasqualoni was the defensive coordinator. You see the Cuse promoted him to be the new coach, and you see what kind of pretty good run Pasqualoni had. I'm kind of wondering if that may be in the cards for Shafer. It would be a good thing, because I mean, this is an unknown territory that the Cuse is going in. Brian Nassib is graduating, so is Alec Lemon, so is Marcus Sales, so is a couple other stars. A new quarterback, new wide receivers, although I will say I think Jared West is moving into one of the starting roles. And a whole new thing going to the ACC. Because this is big news for both Cuse fans and for Bills fans. What a bombshell this was. I didn't expect Doug Marrone to go from Syracuse to Buffalo, but we'll see. Some people say this reeks of Buffalo saying, oh hell, here we go again. I hope not. I got big hopes for the Bills now, and let's hope Shafer can keep the continuity going for the Cuse. And while we're on the Cuse, let's talk about Boeheim, shall we? He has now passed Bobby Knight, and he now has 903 wins, second all time, especially with pretty good kickoff wins in the Big East. A win against Rutgers, and then going down to South Florida. Had a little trouble with the Bulls for a while, but eventually they won 55-44. The Cuse now, I mean, they're right in the heart of the Big East, and Boeheim hoping to keep on going till 1,000. Truth is, I think Krzyzewski's gonna keep going till he hits 1,000. I mean, it would be great if Boeheim could somehow become the #1 all-time winningest coach. But as long as Mike Krzyzewski's doing the job there at Duke, I don't think that's going to happen. Of course, some people have talked about Boeheim getting about a third of his wins from all the cupcakes. The truth is, every major program schedules some cupcakes. Oh, I mean, you shouldn't say it's tarnished because Boeheim got a third of his wins from cupcakes. Heck, John Calipute probably schedules cupcakes there for Kentucky, and Dean Smith and others. Dean Smith when he coached North Carolina. Even Adolph Rupp in the past probably scheduled plenty of cupcakes. So you know what? Stop talking about Boeheim's wins being tarnished. If I were a coach, I'd schedule a few cupcakes, along with a whole. Wait a minute. Hostess went out of business. Oh well, maybe I could tap the world of disco. Maybe I could get a taste of honey to schedule a few boogie oogie oogies for me. Alright, enough. I'm getting off on a tangent here. But I mean, I had plenty to talk about there with Marrone and with Shafer. But last but not least this week, it's award season coming up now for the movies. This coming Sunday is the Golden Globes. The awards, which kind of is the barometer for what could happen at the Screen Actors Guild Awards and the Oscars next month. And I mean, there's a lot of talk about Daniel Day-Lewis and his performances. Her performance as Mrs. Lincoln. Of course, for Best Supporting Actress, there's a lot of talk for one of the grand old dams of acting, I should say dames, because that she is one, Dame Maggie Smith. Here in movies and on TV, especially in Downton Abbey, which my sister likes so much. This could be a heck of a year for grand old Dame Maggie Smith, who I wouldn't mess with, because I've seen how lizard-tongued she is in her roles. Heck, she's won 2 Oscars. It is going to be an interesting award season. Can Daniel Day-Lewis get his 3rd Oscar? Can Sally Field get her 3rd Oscar? Can Maggie Smith get her 3rd Oscar? I'm leaving out Best Supporting Actor. Of course, some people say Leonardo DiCaprio should win for his role in Django Unchained. We'll see. Quentin Tarantino always has a unique way with movies. The Django Unchained looks like it continues that way. I mean, I have yet to see it, but I want to see it. Quentin Tarantino is one unique director. That's all I got for this week, and what a week it was. New coach for the Bills, new coach for the Cuse, and award season coming up. I'm Ken Haas, and that's my stories for this week.